Hello ladies and gentlemen, once again this is Jeremy Smith, Photog Jay the Great. I'll go ahead and tell you guys, we are totally faking it right now. We've actually gotten done with what we just did, and so I'm like gonna edit this and make this seem like the beginning. But basically what we're gonna be doing today is, I'm going to test the D600 and get a few shots out of it, but we're also going to do a flash setup. I'm gonna use like a total of 8 Nikon flashes, I believe it was. And basically I'm using that many flashes so that I can freeze action, and it's going to look really, really cool. So I'm going to show you guys that. The D600, it did pretty well. I did use the 700 for the really fast sequences just because I was able to get 8 frames a second out of it, whereas the 600 is only 5.5. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and take a look at everything, and at the end I'll have some samples and I'll post some links as I always do. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at things.
Okay, so right here you can see all the flashes we had set up. We had 3 over on the right there, and then 3 over on the left, and then the master is right there just behind, so a total of 7 flashes here. We were using the SU-800 as a commander at some parts of this video, but the battery died on it, and Matt didn't bring an extra battery, so we just decided to use the SB-900 as a master instead. It's on a TTL cord and mounted on that stand, because if it were directly on my camera, it would probably at some point get out of line of sight with the other flashes. So that's basically why I decided to put it on the lone cord and leave it in a fixed position for the entire time. All in all though, it worked out very well.
Shots, it did its thing, I think. Okay, 1, 2, that didn't happen. Okay, so what we're going to try to do is, we're going to try to adjust the ratios a little bit. I'm going to try to turn the ones at the back down some, so that way we don't have to worry about. Okay, I'm going to get ready to manually set up all this stuff, and we're going to see what we can make happen. Okay.
Okay guys, since I suck so badly at shooting and talking about what I'm doing, you get to hear voiceover Jeremy again. Basically what I was trying to say there is, you saw there that I wasn't able to get very many frames before the flashes just stopped. So basically all I'm doing here is I am adjusting the power output of all the flashes so that way I can get them all down to a lower level. That way they'll recycle faster, which is basically the point in me using all these flashes to begin with. I don't know, it was definitely a learning experience. That was kind of the idea behind the shoot, to be honest with you. It's definitely not something that was just really serious, by the way. So, anyways, but as a photographer, we it's always a good idea to go out and shoot something that you can learn on, and that's what this was. My slightly confused, slightly sure face there. This is where we're using the SU-800, which in a moment you guys will see that it does die. And yeah, this video is a little bit out of order chronologically, but you guys get the idea overall. I've got a zillion cords, so yeah, I had to get someone to make sure I didn't strangle myself with all the cords. A wireless microphone is most certainly on my list of things, with 50,000 other things on my list, but that's another story.
Okay, so which position are you starting from? Right there? Okay. I tell you what, can you go towards that way a little bit? Like right there, okay. I think that's going to be about right. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this to where you don't have to do this like, 1,000 times. So, I want to get it somewhat right before you actually do it. Okay, let's see here. One more test and then I'm going to be good. Sorry. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 5 photos right there, by the way.
Okay, So as you can see there, I'm basically just counting how many shots the flashes actually went off in, and that kind of goes on for a little bit. Notice as this video progresses though, the amount of times the flashes actually go off increases as I continue to get things dialed in. Let's see, looks like I'm just getting ready for the first real attempt, and here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so yeah, lots of misfires there. But yeah, we eventually get it dialed in.
All right. Wow, so that's awesome. That actually takes up less space than I thought it would. So that's a good thing. So,
okay, coming up next here, I'm getting ready to show off a few of the images that we've gotten so far. It was actually going fairly well at this point, but it gets much, much better as we go on. Not too bad. As I said, definitely a learning experience. I hardly ever shoot anything that involves any sort of action, so it was very, very good practice for me. And practice makes perfect, as the saying goes.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so looking back at this, I kind of wish I had those flashes up a little higher. Not really sure why I didn't. Probably had something to do with us all just kind of running around, being crazy. Anyways, but all in all, things still went pretty well. We got the flash power dialed in, and the flash is recycling nearly every time on that go. We do this again where she's towards the end of her flip a little bit. So basically I wait until I start shooting a little bit longer, and then we did it a little bit sooner. So that way we could also get some shots at the beginning of the sequence and at the end. And all in all, once we got everything all put together, it ended up working out very, very well.
Okay, so I'm going to wait just a little bit later this time. Okay, so 3, 2, 1.
I do love that sound. I think I might be addicted to this now.
It's going very, very well so far. Using this number of speed lights, yeah, I'm already prepared for the comments. A lot of people are going to say you're using...
Okay, so right here I was saying something that was apparently philosophical or something like that, I don't know. But then Matt interrupted me, and he just basically had one thing to say.
Joe McNally called. Said he wants the speed lights back.
Oh, yes, exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Alright guys, as I continue to experiment with the format of all the videos, definitely let me know what you think. I decided that we're going to just go ahead and I'll show you guys the still photos from this shoot, and we'll take a look at something else that I did cool. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, just post in the comments below. Until next time, this is Jeremy Smith, signing off.